y'all can see we got Dolo in here. About to get ready to go spray this thing on the street. I believe this is the first pass on nitrous on the street. I don't think he's ever sprayed it, so we had a little bit of a fuel issue we had to fix. Excuse me, but we got that straightened out. So I'm basically about to go spray it now and see what we can get it to do. Hopefully it goes straight. I imagine it's gonna spin pretty good, so we're gonna find out. All right, so we got Justin's car in here. As you can see in some of the earlier videos, we installed a plate system on it. It's got an NX controller. It's got a Maximizer 5 progressive on it. And a lot of people don't know what progressives are, but basically all they do is just kind of, you can use it to soften the hit of the nitrous. You can run it out so you don't actually just leave. Like back in the old school days, once you turned it on, everything was on. So now you can take 400 horsepower or 300 horsepower, 1,000 horsepower, and you can progress it in. So basically I'm going to show y'all kind of initial setup on one of these. So like I said, once you get one of these controllers, you got to download the software. Like I said, it's pretty easy to do. It comes with instructions, but you just basically go on the web, download everything. And once you click on the icon on the computer, it'll come up with this screen right here. It says search for controller. You hit yes. And then usually it should say find the controller. So we did on this one, so we're going to click OK. So then what we're going to do, we're going to go up here to tuning and configuration. We're going to go to tuning and configuration, output 1. And so basically this is going to be our first stage. You can see I kind of was in here playing with a ramp. But basically what this does is, go right here, reset this to straight line. So that's basically what they come set up as. So that's pretty much when it comes on at whatever percentage you start it all the way to 100%. Well, right here you can see you can change these numbers. This is going to be, we're going to start this one at 25%. The final percent will be 100. And then we're going to actually have the build time, which is how long it takes to get to 100%, which is 1.5 seconds. Now, ultimate goal is to have this 1.5 into under a second. That's going to be kind of like your fastest. You know, the faster you can get that all the way in, the faster the car is going to run. You know, they do have different options in these controllers. Like you can do a TPS system where you use a TPS to control it. We have it time-based, so basically once we turn our micro switch on, it's time-based from there. It builds off, you know, seconds. So, but basically once you get this set up here, like I said, you can set your hertz of your solenoids. You also want to make sure you come over here and click this high side driver box, because what that does is that activates your retard. So anything over 10%, the retard comes on, which is what you want. So basically, if you got what we generally like to start to do, let me scroll this down just a little bit. So say you go to a track and you know it's not that good, or if you're on a hard tire or whatever, this is going to give you the control to basically let the car go down the track. So what you want to do is, like say you want to take this box basically right here, you can pull these dots down. So like what we generally like to do on a track that's marginal, or just, you know, we're trying to make a first pass just to see what the car's going to do, we'll pull these first few dots down, and you can take over here, kind of pull them down. And what I normally like to do is I'll come to this side right here, and I'll pull up. I can kind of bump these up to 100%, or real close to it, because I know once it hooks the tire, it's going to pretty much go. So I'll come over here, set these, and then basically what you got, then you can come up here, you smooth the points out just a little bit. So that gives you like a nice little curve. So basically when nitrous comes on right here, it's going to stay real smooth, it's going to pulse, and it's going to come all the way up till it gets to 100%. Like I said, you can change this different ways. You can take the graph. I mean, if you want to, you can take this dot right here, you can pull that joker all the way up. So I mean, you can pretty much do whatever you want to do with these. It just gives you a lot of control. And then once you can do to test it, like I said, you can, I don't know if you can hear it in the car, but basically I can click it on. So you can basically hear the ramp time. You can hear it all come on and build. But that's just kind of like your basic setup. This one actually controls, you can have 3 stages on this one. You can save tunes. So say like if this is your base beginning tune, you can save this as just like, you know, hey, this is my street tune. You can go in there and save all them. So it's pretty neat setup. Like I said, they're fairly easy to use once you get in here and start playing around. The biggest thing is you do want to make sure your retard is working, because I promise you, if it is not, if you're spraying a good bit to it, once you get to a certain level of horsepower, you will throw pistons all over the place if you don't have that set right. That kind of gives you an idea how that sets up. And like I said, you also have your trans brake interrupts. So like say basically here on this one here, that's our trans brake. We go to the floor, works off of that. So you got to have all that kind of figured in also. But that should kind of give y'all like a basic understanding. Like I said, the biggest thing is just get one, you know, get in here and just kind of start playing with it a little bit till you figure it out, and it'll kind of teach you as it goes.